Each of the valedictorians will now be able to share some brief remarks. First, we will hear from Emily Grace J.
Hello, everyone. It is such an honor to have the opportunity to speak to you all today. I look around this room and I see a group of people who has worked hard and passionately pursued the future that we are stepping into today as we walk across this stage. I see a room full of stories, the lives that led us here, the experiences that we shared, and our dreams for the future. Our stories have shaped us. They've turned us into who we are today and who we will be in whatever roles we choose in the future. The story of our legal education began in what many have called unprecedented times. With just those two words, I imagine I have some of you tensing up in your seats. In these unprecedented times was a refrain that repeated to the point it began to lose all meaning. To me, those words became emblematic of an endless stream of platitudes that all boiled down to one thing. Like it or not, life as we knew it had changed. It has been said that the only constant is change, but the fear of change is also constant. The world is changing around us constantly, very slowly, and all at once. In the abstract, then, there is always a precedent for change. So it could be said that the fear of change comes from a perspective that is too narrow in scope, a perspective that loses sight of the way our existence has changed and changed again, requiring new answers to new questions as they arise. Unprecedented times challenge us. Sure, but these challenges can be opportunities to learn and to grow. This is a lifelong process of examining the stories we tell ourselves about the world and rewriting them when we discover new words to describe our experiences. Our common law tradition is shaped by the stories behind every case that passes through the courts. We rely on collections of past cases as precedent to identify patterns and promote or predict the outcome of a new case. The repetition of an idea over time gives it weight and layers, just like cliches, tropes, or memes. We like precedent because it feels safe and predictable. But every precedent has an origin, a case of a first impression, an unprecedented event. These cases arise not necessarily because of circumstances that never existed before, but because of thoughtful examination of existing circumstances in light of changes in our environment or our understanding. My hope for us is that we can embrace what it means to have studied the law in these unprecedented times. That when we consider precedent, we consider also the conditions under which it was created, and whether those conditions or our understanding of them have changed. This thoughtful engagement with the law is what makes lawyers more than just legal calculators. The law is in many ways two-dimensional, operating within binaries of lawful and unlawful. Reality, however, is rarely so black and white. To avoid unjust results, we have to see and understand the story at the heart of every case. A cookie-cutter approach to the law ignores the diversity of our experiences. Thus, the practice of law requires us to continuously expand our knowledge of the world around us, which often means facing change head-on when it comes. I am so proud to be embarking on this journey of lifelong learning with you all. Of all the lessons I learned in law school, few have been as clear as the difference a community can make. I have no doubt that without my family, friends, and the people here at Toro, I would not be standing where I am today. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I want to thank everyone who has been part of our story so far. You have inspired us, challenged us, lifted us up, and cheer us on, and I hope you won't stop now. In the next few months, many of us will be preparing to take the bar exam or starting new careers. The trajectory that we are on now is shaped by our stories, and our stories aren't over. This moment is significant for all of us. It is the end of a chapter, the beginning of a new story arc, or maybe even the plot twist you never saw coming. Some of us are stepping into unknown territory, breaking ground, the first in our families to get a graduate degree, or a law degree, or any degree at all. Others of us are carrying on a legacy of advocacy, scholarship, legal practice, or public service. This moment is the realization and culmination of so much that has come before us. But from here on out, to be continued. So congratulations, graduates, and good luck.